on the first design contracts for the wall that US President Donald Trump wants to build on the border with Mexico. The plan was, as you remember, one of the most high-profile promises of the election campaign, attracting both condemnation and fervent support.
Michael Evangelista-Ysasaga is the chief executive of the Penna Group, based in Texas. His company is bidding for work, and he's received death threats as a result. So how seriously does he take them?
It's a very unfortunate part of this bidding process is to receive these death threats. We have been in contact with the police. We're getting them. It's usually after a media runs the story of our involvement, and then, we get flooded with calls. Our staff is taking these calls very seriously. The police have been very responsive in dealing with these threats. And we've, of course, had some people that were coming by the office, some unknowns, taking photos and things like that. We're not sure what they're up to.
But you are bidding, you are trying to get work from this enormous project if it goes ahead. Why have you decided to continue with this?
Our workforce is 80% Mexican-American descent. So they very much understand the immigrant background. But we did a lot of soul searching, and we entered this bidding process after we heard some very disturbing rumors about design options that we considered inhumane. For example, there was an electrified fence option that was very frightening to us, as well as razor wire. And we just wanted to be a productive part of the solution rather than sit it out. A lot of Latino companies have decided to sit this one out. I think it's a big mistake. We didn't want the conversation to be monopolized by those that were proposing inhumane designs. And you have to understand, the federal government is relying on us, the federal contractors, to come up with the design and implement the construction. It's not as if they have a set of plans and specs and say, here's our wall, go build it. They're actually relying on us on the design. And it was incumbent upon us to enter this with sobriety and understand that we are one and maybe one of the few voices that are proposing humane solutions.
So you obviously believe it is possible to achieve what President Trump wants, and to do so in a humane way. Do you have people within your workforce, friends, family and so on, who take a different view, and how do you deal with any negativity that comes at you?
As far as the people who are very angry, I understand. I'm Latino, and I have 57 first cousins. My grandparents immigrated to the United States in the 1930s. They did so legally, but back then there was an avenue for citizenship. So it was a very different time than today. In the United States, for the last 35 years, we have just ignored the problem of immigration. And the result is we had a bad situation that's become even worse.
And that was Michael Evangelista-Ysasaga speaking to us a little earlier on today here on Newsday on the BBC World Service. He is the chief executive of the Penna Group, and he is bidding for some of those contracts on the wall.